Welcome to my 10-day manifestation tune-up. We're going to spend the next 10 days just going over some of the basics of manifestation. One of the reasons I wanted to do this is I was finding for myself that I was manifesting a lot of what I wanted in my life and some of what I didn't want. And then realized that I knew much of the information I'm going to share with you. But I'd forgotten it, or life got busy and the things that we know get set aside. So whether it's raising children or going to a job or something else that you're doing, it's easy to let ourselves get busy and forget to take the time that we need for ourselves and to focus our thoughts and intentions, because where we give our attention with intention is one of the ways that we manifest. And being aware of where we're tuning our manifestation dial. So I invite you to subscribe to my channel so that you can continue to receive tools to help you on your manifestation journey, and that you will receive all of these videos. Also, check out my website. There's a lot of great information there to assist you in manifesting the life of your dreams. And there's a link in the description. So to start, we're just going to take a few moments to get in this present moment. You already have let yourself take a few moments to watch this video, and so if it is safe to do so, I invite you to close or lower your eyes, and we're going to take 3 deep breaths together, starting from empty. And taking a big breath in and letting it out with a sigh. Maybe you move your shoulders a little bit. Taking another breath in, letting it out with a sigh. And one more time. And letting it go. And allowing your breath to return to its own natural rhythm, whatever that looks like for you, without judgment. Being okay with where you're at. Breathing in and breathing out. Leaving behind everything that's come before and letting go of anything that's to come after this moment, and doing your best to be in this present moment as much as you are able. And you are welcome now to open your eyes or to leave your eyes closed, whatever's easiest for you, as I share a little bit about manifestation, give you a bit of an overview of what we're going to cover in the next 10 days. So we're going to start with talking a little bit about manifestation, prosperity, abundance. Prosperity and abundance are our natural birthright. It's our natural state. And so paying attention to where, I said before, tuning your manifestation dial is important. But I think the first thing to remember is that the desires and the things that we want and the things that we want to manifest in our life and having the life of our dreams is our birthright. Take that in for a moment. Is our birthright. We don't have to do anything. We don't have to prove anything to anyone. We don't have to be or act a certain way. It is our birthright. It's our birthright to be prosperous. It's our birthright to be abundant. It's our birthright to live the life of our dreams. It's our birthright. So that's something to just know at the beginning. And this whole series comes from that place of knowing that it's our birthright. And remembering that a lot of this information, just like I remembered it, this is my way of giving back and showing you that you also remember it. It's a lot of this information you may have already heard or heard in a different way, or you just may be ready to hear it again. And so it's actually believing in yourself and knowing that you know this. Like, you don't need me to tell you this, but you may need me to help you remember it. You already know it because it's your birthright. And part of the process over this next 10 days is helping to bring things that are in our unconscious into our consciousness. There's a lot of things happening at an unconscious level that we may not realize are getting in the way of who we are, or how we think of ourselves. And if we can remember, or if we can bring some of those things into consciousness, when they're conscious, we can do something with them. When they're operating under that surface, on the unconscious level, then they just show up sideways in our lives and can create chaos. And I think lastly, I'd like you to remember that you are a conscious creator. You are creating in all moments of your life. And we're either doing it consciously or unconsciously. For much of my life, and even at times now, when I'm not paying attention and staying in the present moment, I am creating unconsciously. And I'm creating things I do not want in my life. And when I remember and I stay in the present moment more often, then I'm creating consciously. And I can remember who I am, that I am a conscious creator, that I can have the life of my dreams, and I remember the tools that I already have to help me get there. So that's kind of the general premise of why I'm doing this. And so the things we're going to cover is more mindfulness, like what it means to really slow down our life, to really pay attention to our breath, to bring more awareness, to one of the ways to bring ourselves into consciousness is just being more in our bodies and slowing things down a bit. And so we'll talk more about that. And if you're like I am, it's like, but I have all these things to do. And it will help you. You'll find you actually get more done. And then we're going to talk about letting go of old thought patterns, beliefs, and whether, whenever you're watching this, whether it's at the turn of a year or the turn of a month or the day, like, you get to decide how often you let things go and what you're holding on to. And forgiveness is a big piece of that. And discovering that forgiving ourselves, probably the first person to forgive. I know it was for me. And then we're going to talk a little bit about how to shift our energy and how that affects manifestation. So whether it's shifting energy in our physical environment by cleaning out a closet or cleaning out the garage, or it's doing some shifting of stuck energy within ourselves. We'll talk about the different ways to do that. We're going to talk some about uncovering hidden beliefs. Transforming our stinking thinking is what I call it. Those things, those voices in our heads that may sound like someone we know, and how to uncover those, how to figure out what those are, and then actually naming that inner, what I call an inner bully. Let's put a name to that inner bully. Oh, that's just so-and-so doing that thing they do. Okay. And working on a way that we can live with that differently. And then we're going to spend some time talking about visualization and the law of attraction. That's huge in manifestation. And part of that is getting the feeling of what it is you want to manifest. It's the how isn't our business but having the feeling of what we want to feel like when we have that thing, that's what we can do to bring that to us more quickly. And some of the ways that we can do that are through affirmations and through gratitude. And so that will wrap up, gratitude will wrap up our 10 days together. And after that, I'll be starting a regular moment of mindfulness as I find that a contemplative practice helps me stay centered and on course. And hopefully it will also help you and assist you in doing the same thing. It doesn't have to be a long time. I am not a sit for 30 minutes in meditation type of a person, but I can take 5 to 10 minutes a day and connect with my higher self, my higher knowing, uh, God, creator, whatever you use, but it helps me connect to my heart and make that connection between head and heart so that I can hear my inner guidance and I can hear the direction and make course corrections more easily and know and hear when I'm getting hints of things coming into consciousness versus creating from that unconscious place. So I'm very much looking forward to spending the next 9 days with you. And thank you so much for joining me today. Have a wonderful, blessed day.